Welcome back to Tropes on Trial, where I, Magistrate Marjorie, take tropes to task. In my court, we put tropes on trial, and we decide if they are innocent or guilty, and if they are guilty, what punishment fits the crime. Today's trope on trial in my courtroom: forced proximity. We see forced proximity in, honestly, a majority of romances these days. In some respect, the love interests have to be forced together based on the actions that are happening or who they are as people. But forced proximity, while fun, becomes a trope that allows authors to act as a deus ex machina. In other words, they use forced proximity because they don't have a better idea of how to get these characters in the same room together. Meaning that a lot of the time, forced proximity falls flat and doesn't belong on those trope diagrams you see on Instagram. However, the reason I wanted to talk about forced proximity today is because of a book that is in the top 100 books on Kindle this week, Lift Me Up by Millie Johnson, which is a romance that really kicks off when two characters are stuck in an elevator together. Now that's romance, baby. That is what's at the core of forced proximity. Sticking two people in an elevator together that they can't get out of, making them snowed in a cabin, forcing them to pair up and make the best ice sculpture this town has ever seen. What I mean is, make it better than they work at the same office. Make it stronger than they're working on a school project together, because guess what? The internet can do a lot of the heavy lifting. Bottom line, in my courtroom, you are going to need to use forced proximity for a really good reason and in a really good way if you want to put it on your little trope diagram thing on social media. So, to that end, forced proximity, you are guilty of the crime of being overused. But this could happen to any poor trope being overused. So, in order to atone for your overusedness, community service. Court is out of session.